Hey guys, what's going on? It's driftdragon here. I saw a video on Black Panther's video about 2021 Need for Speed. I was kind of stuck when I saw that. I was like, whoa, okay, we already starting into the new game. And I've noticed about the early stop of updates because they got to get to the new game. And that's what he was saying and what they have a new team coming in and trying to get new sponsors in towards customization. Now, as I saw the little leak he was showing, Dut has more potential than any of the Need for Speed I see now till this day. So it seems like we're getting more customizations into it. It seems like we're getting more, but I want to say this. I'm gonna put some old things back into it that you guys might want to hear, and some things that might need to be said. And this is mostly towards my ideas and friends I've talked to that are like, hey, wish they could have done this, wish they could have done that. Towards Need for Speed from 2015 and to 2019 of Heat, which is now's generation. I'm talking about the new gens here. We've been sticking to limited customizations now. It's kind of, getting a little old. It's getting like, hey, what happened to all the customizations we used to have back in the old days, Like, I understand Underglow, all that. That's normal. That's casual, blah, blah. But what happened to all the customizations we used to have in the regular street racing world of Need for Speed? Now, Pro Street, Need for Speed Shift, they don't count. They don't count one singular bit. I mean, hey, that's track racing right there. That's track racing. That's not, actual street racing like Need for Speed Most Wanted. And some Need for Speeds didn't have really customizations like Rivals or 2012 Most Wanted. They didn't really have customizations we were looking for. They just stuck to one color, and we just upgrade the boost, whatever the engine upgrades. That was mostly it. Um, Towards that, that's where it's got me wondering, where's all the other customizations at? Like let's go back to Need for Speed, to Need for Speed Underground 2, or Underground, whatever. Where's the Nas person? That's kind of part of the street racing vibe. That's gave it like a Fast and the Furious type vibe. Why you think everybody's still creating Fast and the Furious almost, and that's where mostly everyone got into Need for Speed because of that. Sorry, my Xbox is on still. But anyway, like, what happened to Nas version? What happened to our interior mods, which was speakers putting the Nas bottle in that trunk, ready to just be released and rocking that, having the power rocking under our hood. What happened to? I don't really care about the gauges. The gauges are supposed to be realistic. I don't want my gauges to be looking like I have a Pokemon or a dragon or a falcon on my gauge. I don't want that. Stuck with the regular gauges. I didn't mess with it, whatever. What happened to spinning rims? What happened to all the rims we used to have? And for 9 years between 2015 and Heat, there's been new rims a little bit. There's been small amounts of little bit of rims and Need for Speed Heat that were added. But what happened to 5 Zingen? What happened to Koenig, I guess? Koenig, I think that's the name. Koing. What happened to Blitz? What happened to Endu? I think that's what's called. Or Elite. I think I already said 5 Zingen. Basically all the other Need for Speed wheels. Like, what happened to them? Like, did we lose? Can someone send me a link, or I might look it up later, something like that? Well, why we lost all those sponsors towards Need for Speed up till now, from 2015 to Heat, the new generation? Why we lost so many rims? Why we're limited on our rims now? The sizes, kind of makes sense. We're going more, and I can see we're going more realistic turns for Need for Speed for street racing. We're going more realistic now. I see that turn. I see the how it is. Excuse me. But I'm like, what happened to that? Where's all our rims? Where we are? Because I feel limited in that rim section. I feel really limited. I feel like I'm choosing the same rim every time, and especially where it's coming to, where's the American? Where's the American rims? Uh, let's put Fast and Furious in sense like the Dom's Challenger from the first one and the second one. What happened to those rims? Or drag racing wise too, like, hey, where's all those other rims American wise, what happened to all of them? Kind of confused, like, why they're lost and why they're not in there. And also I feel limited on my customizations with the body work as well. Something about it, I don't like how, when something's on it, like, at the last, I think it's the last customization you put on your front bumper, correct? And it puts the full body kit on, and I'm like, can I not just have the bumper? Can I just have the bumper and then switch my rear bumper? Basically, have all mixed customizations. I would like that instead of, like, pulling the whole body kit on, and I just don't like the way it is. I just really don't like it. Can I just create my imaginative how my car is supposed to look in my mind? Like, I just want my visual idea of the car I want it to look like. So yeah, or just creating out of just being freestyle about it, basically. So I'm like, a lot of people, I think a lot of people kind of miss that, like, creation vibe instead of, like, just set to one thing. And also, like, how we're limited, how we can't put this thing on, we can't put this side skirt or this splinter on or this bumper or spoiler on just because we have something on that we can't attach it to. And I'm like, where's the reason in that? That's where the creation is. And also something to, but like, I wish all that stuff was back into Need for Speed, because like, I know that game's old and some things happened to the sponsors and all along the way, blah blah blah. But we kind of miss. But I can say for most of the majority of people, and to my friends and other people I've talked to that are random strangers, people, we kind of miss that vibe where we're able to be free of our customization and create how we want to be. Either it's a racer, it's a race build, a drag build, however, whatever, etc. Here, I want a new thing added where we can actually take our bumpers, our hoods off, whatever. I'd rather have that stuff too. Because a lot of people, how I can tell, how a lot of people were doing the glitch where you can actually take your front hood off in Need for Speed Payback. You can take it off and, just rock with no hood for the rest of the game, or unless you want to put it back on. That's totally up to you. And a lot of people were doing that, so I can actually give the aspect that a lot of people wanted that customization where we can just take stuff off and just scrap it to the side or anything, make a currency for scrap, basically. Sorry. But yeah, I'm just missing all those vibes where all that customization is just lost. Now I'm seeing new customization coming in, and I mean, it looks great. Just wish that will come in. I'm just saying all the ideas for people that I've talked to, to who I talked to, and like other people that just giving their ideas out there. And I hope you guys are listening if you guys ever see this video. So yeah, I'm just saying that's how I'm thinking about it. The map looks totally great. Like the way how it's introduced into that leak that Panther and Game Riot, whatever, who else showed that leak, is actually looking pretty good. It is gonna be, I think it's gonna be like a desert type vibe. I think it's gonna be like Need for Speed Payback, kind of a desert type vibe, but I'm not so sure. But it does look very sandy, and like very open. So I know we're gonna have a big map coming our way. We're gonna have a really big map coming our way because of the new gen systems, which is the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, where that's gonna be coming very soon. And I don't know if it's only gonna be stuck with. I know if it's gonna actually make it for the new gens, but I'm not sure towards that. Also, one other thing, and this is mostly towards my opinions as well, because this is my own personal video about how it is. I kind of the idea in Heat where we can switch to day to night, like pick our days. Like, hey, the day is the track day and everything. You earn money, and the night is earn rep. How street racing is supposed to be at night. Now that's pretty cool. I like the idea. Hands down, it's pretty cool. It gave, let's say, it gave that Need for Speed Pro Street vibe back. It gave those vibes back, or like Need for Speed Shift. It gave those track vibes back, where we don't get in trouble by the cops every time. And just give us some relief, and that's actually like people were supporting it, and racing is a sport. Racing is kind of as a sport, not like an actual athlete, like working your body, conditioning, that sport conduct. I mean, you guys get what I'm saying. Whatever. Towards that. Anyway. Yeah, it kind of gave those vibes back. But I do miss how it turns night to day. That regular, realistic type, game where just night, day, and yeah, I'm kind of missing that. Because that's Need for Speed Street Racing, kind of realistic, and that was in Need for Speed Payback and Need for Speed 212, Most Wanted 212, and the old Most Wanted and Rivals as well. I think Rivals you choose night and day or two. I think, I'm not sure. My twin brother has played it. I played it a little bit, but that's his game, not mine. All else, yeah. There's some things that need to be brought back to the Need for Speed how it used to be, and people are missing that type of oomph into the cars and into what we can actually do to bring out that full potential of our cars and what we can do. Now, let me get into the drifting aspect of this. People that drift, a lot of people in Need for Speed drift a lot. They do race. We do race a lot. We just love the speed. We love going fast. But people that might still like to drift, like myself, in Need for Speed Payback, it looked like we're all-wheel drifting. It didn't really look like we're turning our steering angle to like 60, 45, 48 degrees. It didn't really look like that. In 2015, it had that. It had like, if this car was all wheel, it was gonna drift all wheel, like the unicorn from Ken Block. It actually drifted all wheel. It's supposed to be all wheel basically, and that's how it's supposed to drift. For rear wheel drive cars, they had that full lock 45-degree angle, like it was just turning, like we can actually do it, just hold it into that lock angle. And you Need for Speed Heat and Payback, they just had this. Now Need for Speed Heat got a little better with it. It's more controllable, but that's Need for Speed Payback right there. And that was kind of like Need for Speed Heat, but it's got a little bit more, control into it. But as far as all the cars, I've driven all the cars in Need for Speed Heat, and it seems like to me mostly the 180/240 and the S15 have that similar 2015 drifting vibe. It has that similar aspect on it. And I'd rather have that back because that it's realistic drifting to hold our angle and push out power. Either we spin out or we don't. And I'm kind of missing that drifting in there because I don't want my car looking like it's all-wheel drifting when it's like, you know, a rear-wheel drive car. I don't think nobody will like that. That, you know, supports drifting, drifts a lot, loves drifting as the sport as it goes with FD and everything, you know. So yeah. All else from there, you know, go crazy. Uh, there's something else too, and I think I forgot into the drifting, and it was something else about the drifting aspect, but I think I lost the thought. I think it will come back to me in a minute here, but towards all else, I mean, the game looks great. It, like, we have way more cars going into, you know, aspect. Now, we had the same cars for at least, I know we lost the Supra, but I hope that the Toyota company will come back to, you know, the game, to the, like, you know, towards the street racing realistic type gaming. I hope they'll come back. Even they said, even, you know, they're kind of like, you know, they don't want to promote that, you know, they feel like it's, you know, bad or whatever. So yeah, it's just, I guess that's what they want to do, and I don't blame them. Hey, that's the company, they don't want to promote bad things, you know, that's it. Understandable, but everybody's hoping for the old Supras and everything to come back into, like, you know, I think there was the 1998 Supra and the new gen Supra, which is the Mark V, to come into Need for Speed. Now, as I'm seeing that we're mostly moving towards hyper and supercars in Need for Speed, like, more people are using those, except for the old cars, which are JDMs and all that. We would like to, that energy is kind of like becoming more great because of the new gen cars that are coming out this year and so on. From 2015 and moving on upward from 9 years and going on from there, like, you know, 10 years after or 20, whatever, towards that. But like, hey, let's get some of the old vibes back from, you know, that type of curb. Don't know into this, like, hey, where's all the other cars, you know? Where's the old 4GT5? Where's the 4GT 500? Like, we lost some muscle cars into this, to me. We just have, like, the old OG cars, which is like the old Challenger, the SS, Chevelle. Hey, I like the 4GT back, you know, the 4GT 500 Shelby Cobra. I like that back. Not the old one, the one you've seen in Need for Speed 2014, the movie. I'd rather have that back too. You know, there's a lot of cars that some people miss and that want back, and, you know, they're trying to move up in the world, and I understand that. So that's whatever towards their ideas. I just hope they'll hear my ideas and explain other people's ideas that they want as well. As I'm talking here, I'm trying to remember what was I going to say towards this as well. Like, from the drifting aspect, I forgot what I was gonna say as well. I think I already said it in my other. I think I already said it in the past of me talking, and I cannot think of what I was saying. Hoping it'll come back to me. Let's talk about systems real quick. Let's talk about the system real quick. Now, the PS5, what I've heard from Black Panther's video and towards what they were saying and what he was saying, that there is barely going to be any loading time into games. Now, that's a huge boost. You know, a lot of people, you know how we are with loading screens. It's like, oh, wow, this is going to take 20 years. This, not gonna get any younger, so they might as well hurry up. And that's gonna be huge because, like, other games might have like might crash and everything, but hopefully they can fix this problem. I know a lot of games are gonna crash because of this, because it's loading so fast and maybe the game can't calibrate, but hopefully it will. Um, the lighting of the game, the lighting of games, like towards the graphics and all that, it looks amazing. It looks totally amazing. Uh, it's just, it looks bright, looks good. It looks like we're getting a full photographer. We're getting like photogenic in here. A lot of people are starting to become like more game photographers in game. Like taking a picture of the cars, taking a picture of that character that they have in other games, like the Ghost of Tsushima, uh, GTA. What's another one? Red RDR2, Red Redemption, I think. I'm sorry if I messed that up. It's a tongue twister for me, and I just can't say it correctly sometimes. And towards that, but definitely with it, it looks amazing. It looks cool. It looks nice. It's definitely going to be some big things to the world of gamers. So, woohoo for that. I cannot remember what I was gonna say about the other Need for Speeds. Ah, I want to go back to the drifting aspect real quick, but yeah, have that turn. Oh, there it is. Okay. Uh, let's scratch that. So basically, you know how Need for Speed 2000, not 2015, Payback. You know how it was looking like we had to choose the cards, gamble for what we can do for our cars, and upgrade them. That kind of confused me a little bit. I was like, why we can't just upgrade our stuff individually? And they brought that back in Heat, and I was kind of happy about that. I was like, thank you. I don't need my car to look like. I don't need, not my car needs to look like. Why do I have to gamble and like have my other exhaust intake whatever in different and like two columns of something that I need to upgrade or wish for that build to go towards, like acceleration or speed, excuse me, or the acceleration to be more, not acceleration, the NOS, the nitrous to be more than the acceleration or something like that, just having it balanced or something like that. And and also they have engine swaps, so as you see in Need for Speed, that was kind of cool as well. I was kind of happy that they have engine swaps, getting more into, I'm gonna say this, they have more Forza type vibes. Now, a lot of you guys see the Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport type vibes in there where, we're getting the engine swaps now, we're doing all this and doing that. And that brings me to, back to the drifting aspect. A lot of people want to have, like, with drifting, we not saying don't create Need for Speed as Forza. That's not what we're saying. That's not, a lot of people will talk about it. A lot of people, as I say, I'm talking to people and everything. Not a lot of people want, and don't, like, create your own style. Create, like, that's how the game's supposed to create. That's how the game was created. But the way Need for Speed 2015, the drifting, the way how we hold that angle looks like we're supposed to be tandeming like we're in FD or, regular Japanese competition was like 400, 500, 300 horsepower or 1,000 horsepower and above in FD or regular Japanese championships towards that, or like, set horsepower. We look like we're supposed to be timing with each other, hitting doors, whatever, and getting close, just having that excitement, having that thrill. And I'm like, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's try, like, getting that Forza Horizon control. Now, I'm not saying Forza Horizon is better than Need for Speed. I'm not saying Horizon's better. Better than Need. I'm not saying Need for Speed is better than Horizon or Need for Speed, or Horizon is better than Need for Speed. Sorry, excuse me. So I'm just saying that. I'm sorry for this long video of talking. This is just all the opinions I have in my head that I want for the game, and other people want for the game as well. I think some people can agree with me on that. Drop a comment, or drop a comment about if you guys agree with me on this, and if you don't, just talk to me about it, whatever. But yeah, definitely like bring more customization. Definitely bring more of the rims back. I feel so limited on my rims and customization, just where I'll get locked on one set of a body kit that I don't even want. I just want the front bumper, or I want the rear bumper, or the side skirt, or I want that splinter on that body kit, or I want that splinter on that bumper. And we're so limited to say, hey, we can't fit this because of this is blocking it or something like that. And I just didn't get that from Need for Speed 2015 and then to Payback to Heat. So I didn't really understand that. Why is it like that? And sorry, my Xbox was kind of idling, so I gotta make sure it's moving so it doesn't turn off on me. And yeah. And yes, guys, yes, I do play both. Just put that in there. Yeah, I do play both. I want to get a PC, but that's gonna be a while to get. A while. But towards all else, that's my opinions. Hope you guys enjoy it. Drop a like, drop a comment. Again, send me a link or information why we've lost so many sponsors into Wheels, or lost the customization side that we did. I just don't know. I may look into it later, but send me a link into the comments, or give your own opinion. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you think about what I'm saying. Do you agree with it? Do you not? Do you say something that needs to be changed that I've said, or give your own ideas into this, and see whatever. But definitely do subscribe. Sorry, I know I don't drop a lot of videos as I'm supposed to. I know I'm not consistent with YouTube because I'm not really focused on YouTube as a job or anything like that. But maybe in the future I will, and stuff on top of that I gotta do. I might get with a regular job, might get a regular career, regular job, or anything like that. Streaming, I'm hoping big stuff will come my way in the future, but right now I gotta focus on what I gotta do right now, which is my last year of high school. Yeah, I do start next week. I do start school next week. It is my last school year, so and I know it's starting off crappy because of this corona, but I'm hoping that we will make through it. Everyone have a happy face on their have a happy face at the end of this year, and everybody. I'm hoping this corona will go away as soon as possible, because it's kind of terrible. But there is some good vibes to it. There is some good energy to it, where everybody's getting out. They're not supposed to be getting outside, but in my town, my area, everybody's still going outside. We're doing the regulations. Either you want to stay inside or not. Excuse me. Just everybody's just having that full energy. Whoever has a new child, a new baby coming on the way, or is a dad or a mother now, or something like that, and they have a lot of time on their hands and not just worried about work, because work is so manageable now because of this time we're having. We're just into that. We're just there's so much time on their hands that they can actually spend with their child, be in their life, teach them things, get them into things. So I'm way off course right now. Just saying, I just want to say stuff about life and everything. Just give some good ideas to you guys, hey, why this crime has happened, and not everything's bad about it. And hoping that we all, as a nation, as a world, together and whole, to get through this. So hope you guys enjoy. Again, do drop a like, do drop a comment what you think, what you think they could add as well, and also send me a link, like something towards information with sponsors with Need for Speed that they lost and why we don't have the customization we used to have in the old days. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm driftdragon. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll try to make more videos as soon as possible in the future. driftdragon out.